Yes, but this is my intellectual property right here. I own this. This is mine. Sure, I may not ever do anything, see the nice clouds, with it to generate money, but it's still mine, so I still own this. This is my creativity. This is my voice. These are my thoughts. These are my words. This is me. See, nice little water with the pool and everything else, and the nice clouds. Nice little painted sky. Like I say, you can make a painted sky. People like clouds. So I'm showing it to you, because people like clouds. But you can sit up here and draw some clouds right now. And in the process of drawing those clouds, you can make some money off them, because you can sell them to someone. Like I say, might not sell right away, but eventually some of your stuff will. You can't give up on yourself for one ever. Because beautiful things happen from just believing in yourself. But like I say, intellectual properties are very, very valuable. This is what keeps you rich and wealthy forever. Logos. You gotta understand this, right? If I had enough money to buy Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola would probably sell me their logo, but they won't sell me their formula. But I don't need their formula. Their name and that logo is worth more than their formula, because I can just put any type of generic, I could put some RC in that can and you'll still buy it, because Coca-Cola is the number one, my finger up, number one recognized brand in the world. So that means that I gotta be really a fool to mess that up. And like I say, you can trick the majority of the people's palate, because they're not really paying attention to what they taste. I just want that logo. I just want that name. And by having those two things, I can pretty much do what I want to the people and trick them, and they'll still buy it. That's what intellectual properties and brand recognition means to a family, to a whole culture, to a civilization. Because, you know, when the Silk Roads came along, when everybody was trading along the Silk Roads, there were people trying to basically be the king of the Silk Roads. So when they started robbing people and making people pay them to be, you know, to get safe trip in between them, they tried to corner the market on something that they know that people needed and wanted. Instead of going around, they wouldn't go around, they just paying the money. I mean, this is just the way humans are. We like to have things very convenient for us. So with that being said, if I was to, you know, get Coke and change the formula, most people wouldn't be able to tell, for one, because this is their loyalty to this brand. And they just like Coke. It's just what it is. They like to support it. I mean, people are loyal to things. And that's why intellectual properties mean a lot, because people can become loyal to you through your intellectual properties. But they didn't mention any of that in being worth $5. But they mentioned, my nose stopped up, you know, forgive me. Gonna keep sniffling here and there. But they didn't mention any of that in the intellectual properties. I mean, in the, excuse me, I didn't mean that. They didn't mention any of that as far as an asset goes. Because, you know, we're not taught to be business owners. We're taught to basically work for other people. And basically, that's what we're taught, work for other people and not ourselves. Because if that's the case, we would have more than 1% business ownership in the United States of America, when it's 13%, when we represent 13% of the population. I need you to understand that. We represent 13% of the population. And we only represent 1% of the businesses in the United States of America. We're not taught to be business owners. We're not taught to be entrepreneurs. We're not taught about wealth. We're taught about how to get rich, but we're not taught to be wealthy. It's a nice little cloudy sky up here. I'll say probably could take a picture of this sky right there. Do some little editing, and guess what? I gotta make some money off that. And I own that because I could copyright it, and that is my intellectual property. See what I just did? Just taught you about intellectual property. Later, YouTube.